For decades, poets, authors, and artisans have found their inspiration in the unrivaled beauty of the state of Washington, many of whom have said it's the beauty only found in dreams. They're right, and with that in mind, we believe this state offers something that most other places on Earth can't. There's something for everyone here, and that something will always take your breath away. Welcome to the state of Washington. Your journey begins here. Seattle, the active hub of Western Washington, a grand city named after a once great Indian chief who welcomed this area's first settlers. It is unmistakable in its own beauty, touting one of the world's greatest landmarks, the Space Needle, built for the 1962 World's Fair. This city is widely known for its undying love of both music and coffee. Its high points of interest are a major international film festival and performing arts. Some must-see attractions include the famous Pike Place Market, known for its vast selection of the day's freshly caught fish and just picked wildflowers. Or if you're looking for something possibly more suitable to your vacation, the greater Seattle area offers some of the most distinctive clothing stores, arts and craft shops, and more. There's always something to be found that's fitting. Seattle Nights introduce another city entirely. Dining about town will lead your beckoning taste buds into some of the most well-renowned restaurants in the world. Enjoy. But before traveling further, make sure to visit one of the world's largest aviation manufacturers, the mighty Boeing. Tours are available. There is another side to Washington that beckons visitors to its unparalleled beauty, the coast. The coast of Washington claims ownership to some of the most spectacular scenery in the world. Powerful rivers spill into the sea, intertidal estuaries form, and ancient rainforests thrive. Preserved as national parks and wildlife refuges, this area attracts countless species of birds and other wildlife. Most of this region is densely forested with some of the world's largest trees and most exotic plants. In fact, the Hoh rainforest is the only temperate rainforest in the continental United States. Moss drapes majestic trees and giant ferns grow everywhere in this completely lush and green setting. The coastal beaches of Washington are some of the longest in the world, some even stretching for 28 miles at a time, your own uninterrupted piece of the great Pacific Ocean. The Strait of Juan de Fuca connects the mighty Pacific Ocean to the tranquility of Puget Sound. You'll notice that its shores are dotted with lighthouses, the great guardians, still helping mariners guide their ships through the thick, foggy nights. As the eagle flies, the San Juan Islands would be the next to invite a visitor. Opulent homes shrouded by cedars, marinas perfectly lined with boats, some having just raised their brightly colored sails for an outing on Puget Sound. And then there's the tranquil ferry. Since there are no roads that connect to the islands of Puget Sound, this is one way that residents are transported throughout this region. The ferry allows for beautiful sightseeing for all of our visitors. You'll see. The majestic peaks and rich floors of this state's inner regions are among some of the most inspiring visions one can fathom. In fact, visitors are more than welcome to witness this awesome beauty. How? Washington proudly provides a multitude of national parks and historical sites. They are there for you to either camp in or visit for the day. Mount Rainier, the highest peak in Washington, breaks the atmosphere at 4,392 meters. It is this region's most visible icon and by relationship becomes the most breathtaking. Mount Rainier also serves purpose as a training ground for climbers intending to ascend Mount Everest. Of the 5 major peaks in Washington, all are volcanoes. Mount St. Helens, in fact, violently erupted in May of 1980, but has remained a docile giant since. It is easily one of the world's most studied volcanoes. In fact, there are many accessible ways for our visitors to look right into this volcano's blast zone. High desert plains, pine-covered buttes, deep canyons, and water-carved gorges are the visual cues that captivate our visitors' interests. Eastern Washington is the place of big views and wide-open spaces. Fertile valleys nourished by the Columbia River are spotted with agricultural communities and traveling groups of wildlife. This region produces world-renowned apples and cherries, abundant grain crops, vast varieties of vegetables, and award-winning wines. Bright blue skies and pine-scented breezes are what accent the mighty Columbia River. This wild river carves its way through Washington and provides an amazing range of dramatic rock faces and forest-lined shores. The Grand Coulee Dam, the third largest dam in the United States, provides power to the southeast regions of the state. It also offers the largest laser light show known to man. We advise you to stay the night. You'll never be left wondering what to do next in Washington, and we don't even have to explain why. You may want to bring identification with you because we're sure in the end, you won't be the same person when you leave. Washington, the place you've always dreamed of. There's a place you've always dreamed of that's unlike any other, where your spirit will feel renewed, and where you just might hear the sound of your priorities shifting. What you may not realize is that place exists, not only in your mind, but here, in a place called Washington. Washington State. The place you've always dreamed of.